Chapter 3, The Ascent. Everyone's wearing green goblin masks, and there's a tiny, scary man, and the strange practices of a secretive society. Who am I? Ah! It's not what I thought I'd find when I clicked on bushes. Okay. That's the first click of the chapter. It was a tied up naked man and some bags. A funny hat? It's a hat. Tattoo depicts a hand and an eye. To David Gorin for reliable service from EC. David, the gathering will be on March 14th. To follow our plan, we should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. The target will arrive in full costume. Grab ropes and weapons. WK. Oh, because EC died unless they were lying. It seemed abrupt that he apparently died, but I guess he blew himself up. And just didn't, his hiding in the box didn't work out. Not too surprising, because all the previous owners of that thing died. Seems extremely cursed. A shabby formal coat. Coil of rope, dagger, loaded pistol. So this is David's stuff. That doesn't mean that that's David. And yeah, he doesn't look like David. But that's the guy who arrived in full costume, now bound. Hats. Loaded pistol, sword, clean new coat. Give me a minute. Walter Keane. That's what I thought. So WK is Walter Keane. So David's now working with Walter Keane right after his companions like gave him a head wound. It's a bit of a turnaround, but I guess his boss is dead, and now he's taking revenge on the people that went after him in the first place, I guess. Drag marks and footsteps. So they dragged him to here and hid him in the bushes. More footsteps. More footsteps. Ah. These are kind of neutral looking footsteps. I don't know what direction they're going in, but these ones are going away in this direction. And it's after they switched into his costume. And these are definitely going this way. Might not be after the costume. I don't know. There's only one set of footsteps leading away, it seems. But they might just be these shoes, not necessarily the ones they got from this guy, like I originally thought. January 5th, 1789. Masters. I ventured on the Order's mission to reclaim our fire-breathing relic and, with great resolve, punish the despicable enemy. I, with a few brave companions, fearlessly entered his hideout in a remote hunting cabin. But the devil had prepared a treacherous trap, and an explosion slaughtered my dearest friends as we entered his study. Thanks to my sturdy physique, I survived the blast, only to be assaulted by the enemy's lackey, assassin warrior David Gorin, and a pack of bloodthirsty hounds. After an hour of fight, I received numerous deadly wounds, in spite of which I prevailed and defeated my assailants with my martial training. So this is all lies. I discovered the enemy's dead body, slain by the trap of his own making, but no trace of the relic. I am forced to go into hiding, because the government's watchmen are tracking me. Once I have recovered from my deadly wounds and shaken off the watchmen, I will send you your next report. May the Griffin awaken. Walter Keane. It seems that Walter Keane was working for them, but might have turned on them, if I'm guessing from the outside information. October 20th, 1789. Masters. I must apologize 1,000 times for my absence, but my road to recovery was full of peril and valor that cannot be sufficiently conveyed in writing. The government dogs and spies chased me tirelessly, and I was forced to seek refuge in Aquitania to recover from my still dire wounds. There, I finally bested my pursuers with the help of Lazarus Hurst, a young, resourceful gentleman whom I met in a remote manor one dark winter's night. Not only did he earn my trust by stepping into the fray against the villains, but he turned out to be well versed in the arcane arts. Of course, not yet close to your own skills. I have finally recovered and plan to return to Albion. I suggest that Lazarus would be a fine addition to the Order. I vouch for him and will invite him to undergo the appropriate trial. May the Griffin awaken, Walter Keane. Okay, so we're pretending that David Gorin is Walter Keane. I mean, sorry, we're pretending that I think we're pretending that David Gorin is now Lazarus Hurst. Illuminated Masters, I object to the admittance of the individual Lazarus Hurst to our brethren. I submit that our dark-hand brother Walter Keane, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he is a liar and a thief. I am certain that, on dispatching our enemy, he kept the golden fire-breathing relic for himself. Nothing will move me on this. He must produce the relic, apologize personally to me, and afterwards be expelled from our brotherhood, Sir Geoffrey Sinclair. Brothers wear robes appropriate to their rank. Master, Steward, Initiate. We have heard of stewards before. Brothers wear masks appropriate to their house. Dark Hand, Proud Beast, and Water Snakes. So the Dark Hands and the Proud Beasts are the same cult. They're different houses of it. Because we've heard of both of those. I thought they were competing cults or something. What does that mask mean? Which mask is he wearing? Someone's about to get branded. Carries a house on his back, a cartoon house. Oh, it looks like a reference to the guy eating in the beginning. Okay. There's a fish inside the house. Clothed during the day, naked. Clothed during the summer, naked in the winter. Inception. You must endure the tests of snail, fire, water, tree, administered by Proud Beast Steward. Evaluation. You must endure the tests of tree, fire, time, water, administered by Dark Hand Steward or Master. Transition. You must endure the tests of star, fire, water, snail, administered by Water Snake Master. Admission. You must endure the tests of slug. It's like you want to say slug for some reason. Snail, time, water, star, administered by any master. Different punishments. Prepare to receive what you have earned. So he's going to become a Dark Beast Initiate. February 10th, 1790. Brother, a member of our order has proposed a new candidate to join our brotherhood. Our brother's trustworthiness, however, has been challenged. Therefore, we've decided to take measures to resolve the fate of these individuals. If the brother proves himself, he can vouch for the newcomer. If the newcomer survives the appropriate trial, he will join our ranks. You are summoned to join our gathering on March 14th and fulfill your role in the rights of the brotherhood. Council members. If he survives. He has a ring in his pocket and on his finger. These rings are always around. I have signaled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. Who's messaging me? Alright. Wow, these masks sure are a thing. What do they mean, though? These so these brands represent what house people are. But it says masks up here. I guess that sign just doesn't say what people's masks are. But I guess the 3 masks are Weird Tree Beard, Green Goblin, and Red Hairy Nightmare Volleyball. I guess he's, yeah, like he's giving Beast brand, so I guess that must be Beast. It is the hairy one. And the other options are Dark Hands and Water Snakes. That might be a water snake. I don't really know. They're kind of hard to correlate based on appearances. Done when an accuser has challenged a defender. Both drinkers must be barefoot. The substance is added depending on the severity of the accusation, including deadly poison. Add substance to one of the cups. Defender chooses first. Accuser chooses the remaining. Both partake in the wine cups. And then just like one of them just dies. Just flip a coin, one of them dies whenever anyone makes an accusation against someone. That's their idea of justice. So who lived and who died? The man in the mask is not breathing. So everyone that had a ring in this entire game was a member of this cult, I guess. The Griffin has spoken. A tray with small vial of unknown substance. A ruby ring. The Griffin has spoken. A silver tankard with some red wine in it. Let us await the results from the chamber below. Ceremonial sword, another ruby ring. The Griffin has spoken. A ceremonial scepter. And another ruby ring. 2 cups on a stone altar. They contain some wine, but are almost empty. So both of them are required to be barefoot. Ritual of Squabble. Only initiates can be defender and accuser. The sword must be borne by any dark hand. Required decorations of the hall, the Grim Reaper, the never-tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths. Ritual of Conflict. The accuser must deeply hate the defender. The sword must be borne by any initiate. Required decorations of the hall, the never-tiring teacher, the keeper of treasures, the mirror of the soul. I mean, that's the Grim Reaper. So I guess it's a ritual of... Oh, there's more. The Grim Reaper is also in Ritual of Dispute or Discord. Only stewards or higher rank can be defender and accuser for the Ritual of Dispute. The scepter must be borne by a water snake master. There is a scepter. Required decorations of the hall, the keeper of treasures, the never-tiring teacher, the Grim Reaper. Ritual of Discord. The houses of the accuser and defender stand behind their brothers. Defender shall stand behind... It's okay. The scepter must be borne by a dark hand master. So it would help if I knew what each one was. But the houses of the accuser and defender stand behind their brothers must be what we're looking at, because there's a whole bunch of people here. And they're sorted. Are they behind? I don't know. This guy's over here. There's an extra dude here. I guess maybe I'm not so right about that. We have a sword and a scepter. Speaker to the blind, Grim Reaper, keeper of treasures. Never-tiring teacher, keeper of treasures. The sword does not have a name. What is the keeper of treasures? think that's David Gorin. Because this must be Lazarus Hurst. No. I don't know if, I don't think that Lazarus Hurst exists. David Gorin and Walter Keane. This chapter looks really overwhelming already. So that's what Walter Keane looks like. Brown hair. David Gorin kind of had blonde hair. Oop, clicked out of the window. That guy. Am I right in thinking that he's even still around? This one seems less like a murder investigation and more like just try to interpret the nonsense happening in this goddamn ritual. Who is this? He doesn't look like David Gorin. But I'm not sure if he looks like Walter Keane either, but I thought Walter Keane was in the dispute upstairs. Where was the note? It's on you. Let's label him as being Lazarus Keane. Lazarus Hurst. Because I was kind of making potentially a leap about who the new person might be. What am I looking at? Okay, so this middle part is 3 groups. I think this is a proud beast because he's fuzzy and this guy's branding him with the lion. But between these two, which one's a dark hand and which one's a water snake? I think that's a dark hand, that's a water snake. It's kind of iffy. Decorations of the hall. Is this the hall? These are just requirements. These aren't really decorations. There's 4 of them. Speaker of the blind, speaker to the blind, the grim reaper, the keeper of treasures. I don't see the other decorations anywhere. There's a key hanging from a chandelier. There's a book. That seems like it's probably always there. Oh man, I am having trouble parsing almost anything out of this right now. I think that the people in white are the masters. They're wielding the things. It says the sword can be borne by any dark hand. The sword can be borne by any initiate. But in this one, scepter must be borne by a water snake master. Scepter must be borne by dark hand master. The problem is that it's not indicated which one it is. I mean, it probably is, but I don't get how to tell. These two seem more important than these two. So I think the people wielding the ceremonial items are the masters. The people wielding tools are maybe the stewards. And then the two people dueling it are the initiates. So I would say this is a master. Steward. Initiate. And I think that you're a dark hand and you're a water snake. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Do I just have these backwards? Nope. Cool. Oopsie. I guess these could be initiates. This could be a duel between two stewards, and the initiates are the ones that carry shit around for them. Because they said that Darkhand Steward was going to kill them, right? Darkhand brother Walter Keene cannot be trusted because he's a liar and a thief. I'm certain that on dispatching your enemy, he kept the golden relic. So Walter Keene is a Darkhand, but we don't know which one's Walter Keene, and we don't know if Walter Keene survived or not. There's a diamond on his chest, diamond on his chest. Circles, kind of. Man. Okay, so we know that he's a Darkhand, but we don't know if he's alive. How do I tell which one's a Darkhand and which one is... Must deeply hate the defender. There's no Grim Reaper here, so it's not this one. Squabbles are initiate only. Dispute are stewards. Discord isn't explained who takes place in it. Man, feels like this. It does feel like this is the water snake. Okay. It's a ritual of dispute because yeah, this is the one that's two stewards, What throws me that this one doesn't say it has to be masters or anything like that. It's just this is like complete. This one's like completely unexplained what actually happens or who or what. It just says that they have to stand with their houses. But I figured if this is stewards, then this guy is holding the scepter. Okay. So the water snake died, which means this is Walter Keane. Congratulations on surviving. Let's check the accuser's name. Jeffrey Sinclair is dead. R.I.P. that guy. Am I supposed to figure out everyone's name? Am I supposed to know all 4 of these people's names? How am I going to do that? No, they don't mean that. They mean like Proud Beast, Master, Water Snake, Master, because they got a gray option for both of them. Initiate, Water Snake, Dark Hand. This was the ritual of dispute. They're basically all synonyms just to make it really frustrating. What did I do wrong? That's a Dark Hand. That's a Dark Hand. Water Snake, Water Snake. Initiate. Proud Beast. Master. It says these are right. 2 or fewer slots. Do I need to do Water Snake Steward? No. Like, knowing this is Jeffrey Sinclair is the point, isn't it? Is this actually David Gorin? Did he replace Jeffrey Sinclair? No. Walter Keane, I mean. Did he replace Walter Keane? Okay, so Walter Keane's correct. Dark Hand, Initiate. Dispute, because he's holding 2 stewards. Oh, wait. Yeah, Water Snake Master has it, so it's Dispute. Water Snake Master. Dispute. Let's see if the number of things wrong goes up. Okay, so Dispute's correct. Walter Keane's correct. What did I get wrong? That's... Okay, let's change out the names here. Okay, so the moment I change that, it's no longer correct. So Jeffrey's correct. I am a little annoyed. What? That's a Proud Beast, yes. That's a Water Snake. Water Snakes are the blue masks. Purple ones are both initiates. Dark Hand, is the creepy smiley mask? Am I losing my mind? What is wrong? I have... I'm so sorry, everyone. I feel like I've double-checked every element of this thing and then triple-checked it. And I've even swapped out some of the things with wrong answers and seen that this gets more wrong. So this... Whenever I change something, it becomes more wrong. But it's only one step... Which one's wrong? I don't understand. We know these are initiates. Am I supposed to intuit that one of these is David Gorin? Like, someone in the room is David Gorin? But is that not this down here? I thought this was supposed to be Lazarus Hurst, the new initiate. Well, so out here... Oh, shit. Dark Hand Initiate. They didn't replace a named character, they just replaced some dude. Which means that this Dark Hand Initiate is David Gorin. I was wondering who the hell... Like, this was something, and I just was not putting it together. But yeah, they gave us the tattoo on the back, and I didn't revisit that after we learned about the tattoos. So they wanted me to intuit that that one of the masked characters that didn't have attention drawn to them was actually David Gorin specifically. So I was right to think that, yeah. Yeah, because they... Yeah. I managed to doubt myself over time, but like they do very clearly introduce David Gorin as working in cahoots with Walter Keane. It's just that every time I tried to implement that information, it was somehow wrong again. So... Walter Keane was challenged to a ritual? I guess dispute. Oh yeah, dispute ritual. Oops. He, along with blah blah, David Gorin, ambushed a Dark Hand Initiate. It throws me off how we go back and forth between named characters and titled characters. Posing as blah blah. Drank to... So, David Gorin posing as Dark Hand Initiate signaled to Walter Keane with a bullet which cup had no poison. Jeffrey Sinclair drank the other cup and died. Meanwhile, Lazarus Hurst passed the blah ritual to become blah blah. Proud Beast Initiate. Okay, we're 2 yellow words away. Signal to Walter Keane with a blah. Admission, conflict, cup, discord, evaluation, inception, poison, scepter, squabble, sword, tankard, transition, tray. I don't think he signaled with the tray. The tray is behind him and he's not... So he's holding... tankard. I guess he just like... waved the tankard a little bit to gesture. Alright, so now I need to figure out what the ritual is. Parse what the hell's going on down here. So I guess I need to figure out whether or not the first one is snail, star, tree, or snail. I guess it's snail because it's a man with a house on his back. So it's inception or admission. Oopsie, clicked out the window again. It's just not, it's my, I have a second monitor to the left of my main monitor. And some of these games I'm playing don't have bound the mouse is not bound to them. The mouse will just fly away. I have no mouth and I must eat time or fire. Fish house? Is water maybe? That might be star or time. Okay, the last one is never time. This is does say 4, right? Yeah. So it could be star. So snail goes to star. I don't know how this one represents time. But snail is a man with a house on his back. Water is a fish. And star is because like the sun determines the seasons. And the sun is a star. So this is is admission. Oh, I need to name you, I guess. You're a proud beast steward. Are you Lazarus Hurst? Let's double check his name. It's not like... It's Lazarus Hurst. And he can't be anyone else. Because they're all in this room. This is a proud beast. And it is a steward. So I guess I'm just wrong about the season? The ritual. It is not admission. Whew, that's a very long list of things to proofread if you aren't sure what's wrong. Okay, so... Is the fish waiting? Does that make it a time? Fire? Oh. Administered by a proud beast steward, inception. Do I not interpret these at all? I guess not. Whoops. I thought I was supposed to interpret a puzzle from that stuff. Yeah, it just tells you inception. Okay. Well, there we go. After being challenged to a ritual with potentially deadly consequences, Walter conspired with David to devise a plan which would ensure his own safety. They captured a Brotherhood member on his way to the gathering. David took his costume so that during the ritual of dispute he could indicate to Walter which cup was poisoned. Therefore, Walter chose the safe cup and his opponent drank the poison and died. Are they planning on getting in and out of this whole thing, like, today? Do they think they're gonna finish any plans they have, like, immediately? Because, otherwise they probably should have killed the other guy, because the initiate's gonna tell on them. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe he'd be afraid that admitting that would put him in danger. What is happening in this one? These things are wild. This game is wild.